Welcome to the 2016 commencement ceremony for New Tech High at Capel. Today, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of our learners, say thank you to those who have supported and encouraged them throughout the years, and inspire our learners to boldly take their next steps. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I present to you the New Tech High at Capel graduating class of 2016. To lead us in today's Pledge of Allegiance and learner welcome, please help me welcome one of our lead NTHATC ambassadors, Toral Patel, and President of our Learner Leadership Council, Jarrett Hubbard.
Please stand and join me in our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while our Capel band, led by Mr. Doug Grice, performs the national anthem.
Family, friends, faculty, and my fellow classmates, welcome to the New Tech High at Capel Class of 2016 graduation. My name is Jarrett Hubbard, and it is my honor on behalf of our entire class to thank you for joining us this afternoon. Your presence within our lives has been paramount. Today is just a single showing of the support you've given us for the past 4 years and our entire lives. Thank you to all of you for everything you've given. We must also express our gratitude to the faculty and administrators here with us. Your passion for teaching in our campus gave us a life-altering educational experience, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Finally, thank you to you, my fellow classmates, the class of 2016 family. Tomorrow, we start a new chapter in our lives, and whether we become college roommates or game day rivals, we will always be friends. Thank you all again, and please join us in celebrating, enjoying, and cherishing today's ceremony.
Thank you. You may be seated. New Tech High at Capel is proud to be represented by today's graduates. The cornerstone of our school are the values of trust, respect, and responsibility. Many commencement ceremonies challenge learners to change the world. You already have. Your commitment to serve and give back has already impacted your community, your state, and your world beyond. Today, as you begin your next steps, you walk forward with our admiration and a commission to continue the work that you began at New Tech High at Capel. Today is a celebration of your present success, and today we celebrate that you have worked and toiled to be here. So, enjoy the moment and enjoy your accomplishments. As we celebrate together this afternoon, we ask that you refrain from using noisemakers of any kind so that everyone might hear the individual addresses as well as the names of each learner being recognized today. Your help maintains the honor and the dignity of this ceremony. Joining us today are many special guests. Capel ISD is fortunate to have a community that consistently supports and dedicates themselves to the enrichment of our learners. Parents, will you please stand? Thank you. Your support is invaluable, and for that, we thank you. In Capel ISD, we are also fortunate to have school board members who volunteer countless hours for the sole purpose of supporting our educators and our learners. Trustees, please stand when I call your name. Mr. Anthony Hill, President. Mrs. Tracy Fisher, Vice President. Mrs. Judy Barbeau, Secretary. Mrs. Amy Dungan, Trustee. Mr. Tom Holm, Trustee. Mrs. Jill Popelka, Trustee. And Mrs. Lee Walker, Trustee. Thank you. You may be seated. Likewise, I would like to acknowledge the leadership and support of our central office staff. Please stand when I call your name. Dr. Mike Waldrop, Superintendent. Dr. Marilyn Dennison, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Brad Hunt, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Sid Grant, Assistant Superintendent. And Mrs. Kelly Penny, Chief Financial Officer. Thank you. I would now like to welcome the CISD Madrigals, directed by Mr. Josh Brown. Our keynote speaker has been an integral part of New Tech High at Capel for many years, first serving as a biotech ethics facilitator and later as an assistant director. Please help me welcome your keynote speaker, Mr. Wes Vanacek.
Thank you, and good afternoon. It is so great to be here with all of you today. I'm extremely honored to be a part of this ceremony for you guys. Congratulations, seniors. Job well done. You did it. You made it. The rest of your life is only moments away. It's crazy that just 4 short years ago, you were trying to figure out just exactly what biotech ethics actually was. Or trying to figure out who would give the first warning in your first project group. But you made it. A few bumps and bruises along the way, but I think you're all stronger for it. As I began to prepare for this experience, I began to wonder, if I were sitting where you are, what would I want to hear? Thoughts began to swirl of your passion, of follow your passion and chase your dreams. Change the world and nothing is out of your grasp. I began to get excited and inspired at what the world would offer you. I remain enchanted for a while. It's exciting. These thoughts had me discerning and contemplating my own future and the journey I've been on to this point. I recalled the encouragement, the well wishes, the cliche or inspirational quotes that were present along the way. I continued to reflect and ask myself, what in the world do I know that may be of some benefit to these learners? Naturally, I was drawing blanks. I thought about creating a top 10 list, but I couldn't come up with 10 unique items to share, and I couldn't think of any original story to tell all of you that I could draw parallels to, or at least not anything that you've already not heard before. So I decided that I would share Vanacek's Guide to Life and came up with the following. I hope you'll find this information practical and useful as you take your next steps beyond high school. And FYI, this guide will soon be available for purchase in the New Tech Library. So the first chapter in Vanacek's Guide to Life is about something that you're all too familiar with. Each of you have experienced different levels of and types of stress most of your life. You may know that stress can protect you, and it can even elevate you to a level of performance you didn't realize you could do. But you also know that stress can wear you down and overwhelm you over time. I'm not here to tell you that life is stressful. You're all well aware. Stress is often coupled with adversity. But I can tell you that during times of adversity is when you really grow. I want to encourage you to find ways to manage and lessen the negative effects of the stress you're going to face. Be committed to learning how to reduce the stress in your life, but still learn and grow from those moments of tough. Be committed to taking action to reduce the stress. This is not an easy task. You've got to make time for this. You're not going to have time. You're not going to find time. You've got to make time to take care of yourself. You must defy the laws of the universe and make time to take a load off and recharge. The next strategy in Vanacek's Guide to Life is to seek true happiness. My wish for each of you is that you are truly happy. I found a quote that clearly articulates what many philosophers and leaders understand about happiness. Happiness, true happiness, is an inner quality. It's a state of mind. If your mind is at peace, you are happy. If your mind is at peace, but you have nothing else, you can be happy. If you have everything the world can give, pleasure, possessions, power, but lack peace of mind, you can never be happy. I hope that you'll look for joy in all the moments of your life. Share that joy with those that you're journeying through life with. Allow those times of joy to determine your mindset for life. And remember, happiness is more than a feeling. Next, and perhaps the most difficult tip of Vanacek's Guide to Life is about control and balance. I believe that it's human nature to want to be in control of most situations in life. We desire to be in control of our college plans, our career plans, and even our relationships. Sometimes we just desire to be in control of our Friday night plans. We often desire these things to such a degree that we create a rigid plan with expectations and no room for error. When all goes awry, it creates much displeasure for us and those around us. Life will throw you curveballs, and you certainly cannot predict any or all of them at times. In order to navigate a life that is rich with freedom and responsibility, you must be flexible, but remain focused on what your objectives are. A well-thought-out plan is a must, but perhaps the more crucial is your ability to be flexible and adapt when plans A and B don't work quite the way you wanted them to. My dad used to tell me, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And I think that's true. So yes, you do need to have a plan, but know that more than likely it'll change whether you plan for that change or not, and that's okay. Create another plan and keep going. The next strategy of Vanacek's Guide to Life is something that you're all very good at, as evidenced by you being right here today. At New Tech, we called you learners. And that wasn't just a way for us New Tech staff to be different in the educational world, I promise. This title transcends school and it'll enter in as far into your life as you'll allow it to. So never stop learning. There's not much more you can do that is better for your future than to never stop learning. If you're always willing to learn, there's no job or opportunity that you can't do or take advantage of. You've all heard me say it many times. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. When you realize that you are in charge of your own learning, barriers and obstacles will become challenges and opportunities. Never stop learning. And finally, the last chapter of this saga. You've had the opportunity to experience high school in a way that hopefully brought more joy and fun back into the schooling experience. I think you'll agree with me that fun does not necessarily equal easy, but it sure makes tough things a little bit more manageable. It's difficult to manage stress, to be happy, be flexible and focused if you never have any fun. No, I'm certainly not saying to live a reckless life without any regard for the consequences of your actions, but to enter into life with a smile on your face and an energy to take risks and try new adventures. Enjoy the moments of fun and thrill. Seek out adventure in life. And remember, life is too short to not have a little bit of fun. Graduates, this guide is not near exhaustive, and you will certainly encounter things in life that there's no script for or a how-to video on YouTube. But I'm confident, though, that if you can learn to grow from adversity, manage the stress that comes along, seek true happiness, never stop learning, are able to be flexible and focused, and finally, have a little fun, there's nothing in this life that you can't handle. I know that seems like a lot, but you're all up to the challenge. So graduates, I hope this so-called guide to life gives you a few tools needed to navigate the trails of this next adventure that you're going to embark on. In closing, it has been my distinct pleasure to be here with you today. I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. And I thank you for all the many fond memories and learning moments that we've shared over the years, and I look forward to keeping in touch with all of you as you go on about your life. You are capable of changing this world. Now is where I tell you to chase your dreams, follow your passions, and never, ever give up. Congratulations, New Tech High at Coppell, class of 2016. Thank you.
I have truly enjoyed getting to know this year's valedictorian and salutatorian. Their individualism, integrity, intellect, and wit are truly unmatched. Our 2016 New Tech High at Coppell salutatorian is Miss Madeline Campbell. Please help me welcome our salutatorian, Miss Madeline Campbell.
Welcome, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. Before I begin my speech, I'd like to make a few promises to the class of 2016. I promise to be brief, be sincere, and be seated, because after more than a decade of schooling, I don't want to prolong this process any more than you do. I also promise I won't give you any life advice. I stand here today with the same number of years behind me as the rest of you, and I'm no wiser than any of you. I have no right to predict what is ahead for us as we go on through life on our own path, so I won't. Instead, I want to take this time to thank you, each of you, for teaching me things that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life and for shaping me into the person that I am today. Our rookie year, we were thrown into a new school filled with what seemed to be a random group of people. Afraid to be the odd one out, most of us just stuck to our little cliques, myself included. That is, until I heard about Jay Harrison. He was the guy who made me feel like it was possible to be friends with everyone. Jay never failed to ask how your day was and always flashed a genuine smile your way. Even as the scary drum major, he made friends with the sophomore Larriettes who still sport the J's on their feet from time to time. Then came our sophomore year, which was the year of finding ourselves. We found ourselves as parish industry employees, as feminists, well, especially in Orr's class, and as individuals. As for me, I found myself often boasting about the fact that I had a nicer calculator than a Nant, and, well, talking about myself often. I thought I had it all together, especially in my academic life. That is, until I was completely humbled by Katherine Jackson. She taught me, she taught everyone, and sometimes even Kerr, that you're probably not the smartest one in the room if Katherine's standing in it too. But she was always humble in her success and would never dream of making someone else feel inferior. As we moved on to junior year, we hit the period of anxiety. This was a year deemed as the most important by colleges, and we all knew it. This year was filled with SAT and ACT prep, resume-boosting activities, spreadsheets of other people's GPAs, and prayers that Londot would just curve his tests. My family now called me the little ball of anxiety, and every new assignment came with an added pressure. But one kid was exempt from all this pressure, Uzoma Osuji. He was the kid always sitting in class in his own little world, often asking, wait, we had a test today? But then he would come in and ace it. Because of Uzo, I learned that life isn't worth stressing over. Sometimes you just have to sit back, relax, and wait for Rice to offer you a full ride. Then, finally, we were seniors. We started off the year with a letter from the fates that promised our demise, and after that first wave of senioritis hit, man, did it sure feel like their prophecies were true. And all in all, this year was filled with a little bit of schoolwork, but with a lot of great people that I wish I had met sooner on. Carly Powells, thanks for being someone I could always confide in this year. Lauren Theets, thanks for laughing at my jokes, even when they aren't funny. And to Jarrett, Kim, Skylar, Lily, Samine, and many more, thanks for being the best friends I could have ever asked for. You see, here's the thing. Over the past 4 years, every single one of you has had an individual impact on my life. You changed me, but together, when we rallied around one common goal, we did so much more than impact one life. We changed the world. Over the past 4 years, we have mentored dozens of Special Olympians, donated hundreds of homemade dog treats to the ASPCA, raised awareness to Coppell Elementary Schools on the dangers of bullying by standing for the silent, and collected over 1,000 articles of clothing for the Salvation Army. We have raised over $11,000 for Relay for Life, volunteered 8,151 hours of our time, and collected more than 25,000 items of food for the North Texas Food Bank. We have participated in the day, serving at 47 job sites all around the city of Coppell, and left the program to thrive for years to come. And if that wasn't enough, even today, as we take our last steps as NTHSC graduates, we do so in Tom's shoes to signify that even as we graduate, we continue to walk a path of service. Now, graduates, I promise no life advice, and I will stand by that, but I do hope you remember a few things as we go our separate ways. Every individual that sits among you today has shaped me from being the small friend group, self-satisfied little ball of anxiety, into the person that I am today. You individually changed me for the better, and I couldn't be here without you. So I hope that when you feel as though your life has no effect on those around you, that you remember the individuals that have shaped your life over the past 4 years. And I hope when you're overwhelmed at the prospect of facing a world filled with great unknowns, unsolvable problems, and in desperate need, you remember what this group of 98 was able to achieve in just this brief time together. You don't need advice today because you have something more valuable. You have the memories that we have given to each other, memories that we'll cherish, memories that we'll carry with us, and memories that will always remind us of the difference we make in the world. Thank you, and roll Tide.
Thank you, Maddie. The 2016 valedictorian for NTH at Sea, class of 2016, is Miss Samantha Finglass. Please help me welcome to the stage Miss Samantha Finglass.
If New Tech was a cliche, Hallmark hard kind of school, the parting words to you would be something like, be you, go forth and conquer, or maybe even be passionate in whatever you do. But New Tech has never been that. We've never fit the cookie cutter mold. We've always been ourselves, even if that meant a few odd looks from those around us. We are about to take steps into our future, but before we do that, I want to share with you one thing. This is the strangest piece of advice anyone has ever given me. However, it is by far the most relevant thing I could share with you today as we get ready for whatever happens next. Don't be nice. I learned this lesson sophomore year when I reached the prime all-star cheerleading competition. After months of work, my team executed a routine that was technical perfection. We did everything right, every stunt hit, every tumbling pass landed safely. We even wore smiles on our face for the entire performance. However, when we walked off the mat, our coach's response was simply, "That was nice." We had checked all the boxes, it was pleasant and agreeable, but we had only made finals by the skin of our teeth. We hadn't been great. We were just nice, just satisfactory. Think back to all those rubrics. Satisfactory was barely scratching the surface. Being nice is the equivalent of receiving a participation award, which I have certainly had my fair share of, so I speak from experience when I say, don't be nice. In kindergarten, my parents tried to make me play soccer. I was certainly the MVP of the Pink Ponies when I spent more game time running around trying to chase butterflies than the ball. I still have the desk-sized award handed out to every little girl somewhere up in our attic. In second grade, I tried my hand at gymnastics. Again, it was nice. Although I failed to learn how to flip over the bar and constantly fell off the high beam, I did in fact receive my participation award at the end of the season. In middle school, my mom forced me into playing flute in the band. Between my overactive asthma and gawky braces, I certainly was no musical prodigy. I was a nice flute player with 3 years' worth of participation awards. I even tried my hand at girls lacrosse in 7th grade. In the entire season, I played a total of 2 minutes. 2. Another miniature trophy up in the family room. Just nice. I spent the beginning of my life being nice, being pleasant and agreeable, trying my hand at everything possible, but nothing ever stuck. But eventually I hit high school, and I met all of you, people who are so much more than just nice. From our first day of high school, August 27th, 2012, New Tech granted us the opportunity to know each other on a much deeper level than a normal high school graduating class. I could look at each and every one of you and say something more than, oh, he's nice, or yeah, she's a nice girl. So as we look forward to whatever is next, I urge you to continue to be more than nice. Be warm, elated, and joyful. Be passionate. Because I can promise you, your dedication to being so much more than mediocre has inspired me and will inspire others. Before I met you all, I was the girl who stacked up participation awards. But in choosing New Tech, I gained the privilege of learning alongside all of you. Passionate, driven, and undeniably unique, you all became my family. Dysfunctionality is our specialty, because no matter what, we've all been so utterly ourselves together. New Tech High Coppell, class of 2016, thank you for never settling. Whether you achieved excellence in athletics, creative expression, or just being killer at making an entire class of learners laugh so hard their bodies ached, I applaud you. Because nice does not make anyone feel anything inside, but you all have warmed me with such genuine joy. New Tech High Coppell, class of 2016, you weren't nice, you wore trust cards. You weren't nice, you created social contracts. You weren't nice, you were fueled by driving questions. You weren't nice, you banded together in networkings. You weren't nice, you survived Harkness discussions. You weren't nice, you put on a Renaissance fair. You weren't nice, you pitched marketing campaigns to floss. You weren't nice, you competed in Snacker Challenge. You weren't nice, you built trebuchets. You weren't nice, you were so much more. So my challenge to you, to all of us, is the same. Don't be nice. The world does not need satisfactory. The world does not need all the boxes checked. The world does not need nice. But the world yearns for people like you. People who see the advanced category of a New Tech High at Coppell rubric as the only option. People who are willing to risk their perfection in order to do whatever's never been done. To imagine a world beyond good enough to live a life that defies expectations. Class of 2016, don't be nice, be great. Thanks, Ingigum.
Thank you, Samantha. Another great tradition at New Tech High at Coppell is for the seniors to present the class gift. Today to do so is this year's networking team captain president, Lauren Rudd.
This year, when I was told I would have the honor of presenting the traditional senior gift, I began brainstorming with fellow seniors to see how we could leave a lasting impact on New Tech. After deciding what the school would benefit from most, we are thrilled to present New Tech High at Coppell with a presentation station in the 100 hallway senior workroom. We will truly miss our time at New Tech, and we hope this gift leaves a lasting legacy for others to enjoy. Give it up for the presentation station.
Hello, my name is Shakia Cole, and I have the privilege to be the counselor of these wonderful graduating seniors class of 2016. I am proud of each one of these graduates for not only graduating through high school, but helping me graduate in learning how to be a secondary school counselor. You held my hand through my stress. You helped me overcome and be great and not just nice. I cry because I'm proud of you, even the ones that got on my nerves. I fell in love with each and every one of you for different special reasons. I am so sorry. This is what makes New Tech so great. This is like legit a family. I've never had I have a family, like I'm gonna go to college with them. Okay. So as we begin the presentation of candidates of the 2016 class, please note National Honor Society members are recognized by gold cords. National Honor Society officers are recognized by gold and blue cords. Spanish Honor Society members are recognized by yellow and red cords. Red Cross Club members are recognized by red and white cords. Community Service Club members are recognized by white cords. Multiple blood donors to the Red Cross are recognized by red cords. Members of the Learner Leadership Council are recognized by purple cords. Members of the networking team captains are recognized by orange cords. Distinguished Achievement graduates are recognized by their DAP medallions. Finally, students ranking in the top 10% of their class are recognized by the Red Honor sashes. To all of you, I like that, Sammy. Go be great. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Enjoy it, and congratulations.
Class of 2016, please stand. Dr. Waldrop, I present to you the New Tech High Coppell class of 2016 as candidates for graduation. These learners have met the graduation requirements as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and Capel Independent School District, and will be granted a high school diploma with all the rights and privileges associated with the degree. Board of Trustees, I hereby certify that the seniors before you have met all requirements for graduation from New Tech High at Capel and are hereby certified to receive their diplomas. Seniors, you may be seated.
And now the senior class of 2016. Osmar Angel. Yashfont Aranvindan. Jonathan David Arnold. Jamie Nicole Arthur. Anastasia Nicole Badillo. Zachary Dean Bateman. Deja Bell. Berkeley Sarah Bonneau. Madeline Hope Campbell. Chelsea Leanne Camper. Melissa Renee Cannon. Emma Lucinda Carpenter. Allison Caroline Carey. Jennifer Ann Chavarro. Jeremy Songwei Chen. Grace Elizabeth Clary. Melissa Ann Coburn. Zion Bethany Coulter. Alexandra Ann Koppel. Sophia Eileen Davidsdaughter. Eric Anthony Delatorre. Delaney Denise Dendy. Luke Parker Dennis. Preston Ian D'Souza. Emily Grace Ely. Vincent George Espinoza. Lauren Elizabeth Feets. Samantha Nicole Finglass. Ryan Michael Finnegan. Madison Paige Fulton. Anna Patricia Garza Garcia. Danielle Renee Gilbert. Madeline Ray Gadarian. Skylar Shea Guion. Noah Jalen Gilry. Diana Denise Gutierrez Nunez. Zachary Griffin Hall. J. Allen Harrison. Jennifer Hernandez. Victoria Anna Hotchkiss. Jarrett Glendon Hubbard. Kelvin Deep Hung. Catherine Kumari Jackson. Samin Aliza Jawani. Mackenzie Hala Johnson. Chris Saji Joseph. Anat Kanungo. Brian Vo Lai. Yuna Lee. Micah Dalton Mark Lobes. Olivia Catherine Martin. Siboney Cortez Martinez. Owen Hodgson Miller. Daniela Valentina Mirabal. Imani Janae Moore. Francis Joseph Morgan. Kyle Christian Myers. Emily Ann Oliver. Andrew Indiana Orledge. Uzama Osuji. Mariam Panjwani. Daniel Christopher Parrish. Rahi Nainish Patel. Toral Neelam Patel. Garrett Wayne Patrick. Carly Ann Powles. Jordan Kyle Pratt. Surya Primetla. Logan Philip Quinoy. Francisco Javier Ramirez Menchaca. Natalia Ramirez McRae. Victoria Lynn Rapp. Megan Nicole Ratton. Ian Oscar Rivera. Supriya Rihanna Roberson. Emily Marie Rogers. Lauren Page Rudd. Despina Alexandria Saddington. Elizabeth Cawthon Saunders. Zachary Benjamin Schneider. Sayagatham Ciravella. Connor Ryan Smith. Nathaniel Scott Smith. Jackson Claude Stone. Tyler Kirk Stroud. Logan Carter Swicegood. Joseph Michael Tanner. Jenna Nicole Townsend. Kim Tran. Alex Shelton Truax. Joel Sam Volston. Haley Alexandra Vickers. Andrea Villarreal. Jasmine Charisse Williams. Rebecca Elizabeth Wood. Graduates, please have a seat. I would now like to introduce Ms. Katherine Jackson, author of the senior poem.
Who we were. We weren't who we were meant to be. Write a letter, she said. Remember? Graver passed out envelopes and paper amidst muffled whispers, more talking than writing. 'Cause what do we make of this? Write a letter, she said, to ourselves, no, to our senior selves. We'd just spent a year memorizing mod schedules, stumbling through presentations, forgetting our trust cards. We didn't know anything. How Orr's dry wit would cut across the classroom next year, how Flickinger and Gibson would improvise contests the next, how Kerr would wait for non-existent insight on Poem of the Day. Everything that was to come, football games and inside jokes, the Wednesdays, the heartbreaks, 4 years of failures and successes, the people we'd become, we didn't know. So, to put pen to paper, to say to the future, what? Our intangibly idealistic dreams, rife with maybes and hopefullys. Our superficially sincere memories, our marketing plans and Renaissance fairs. We weren't who we were meant to be. So we wrote. 3 pages, 3 sentences. We wrote. And now here we sit, 3 years later, minds full of all that we couldn't know then. So write back. Maybe we're still not who we're meant to be. But tell yourself, your freshman self, everything. All the social contracts and study groups, late night panic Skype sessions and impromptu lunchtime rendezvous, 4 years in those 4 hallways, finding ourselves and creating each other. Tell yourself how, together, we took a few steps toward who we are meant to be.
Thank you, Katherine. And joining us today to sing a special song for the 26th class are Anastasia Badillo, Melissa Cannon, and Lily Saunders.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, playing games and looking for a winner. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old.
Always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me. And only those I really love will ever really know me.
Once I was 11 years old, my story got told. But for the morning sun when life was lonely, once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. If we don't meet before I leave, I hope I see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me,
So I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories.
most of my boys are with me. Some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Will I have a lot of children who can love me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold? Will I have a lot of children who can love me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.
Thank you. Graduates, I'm going to flip the page. Please stand. In this moment of presentation, in common bond to symbolize the transition from one phase of your life to the next, move your tassels from right to left, signifying your state as a graduate.
I'm sure everybody's very anxious that the ceremony is about to come to an end. I want us all to take in a deep breath and take a snapshot of this moment. 4 years ago, we were rookies. We blinked, and now we are graduates of class 2016. The past 4 years have been incredible times. From those lazy mornings when you don't just feel like parking in the St. Anne's parking lot, the panic some of you felt when Vanacek called you down to the front office, to prom, a real bonding moment when we all danced, laughed, sang, and sweated with each other all night long. Through all these times, we slowly discovered that we are a family that can be a little dysfunctional and a little crazy, a family that is unconditionally there for you, a family that doesn't judge your true self or restrict your potential. As we leave the nest today and scatter across the globe to make ourselves new homes, take this moment with you. Don't blink, graduates. This snapshot will remind you of the mark that you've made on the people in this room, on this school, on this family. And now, as we venture out to leave a mark on the world, remember the mark that this family left on you. Class of 2016, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Kim. To our parents, community, CISD administration, New Tech High at Capel facilitators, I proudly present to you the 2016 graduating class of New Tech High at Capel.